I'm Marcy.
And don't forget about me.
I could never forget about you. This is my friend Chuck.
Howdy. Say, Marcy, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one younger brother. What about you?
Well, I'm the youngest. I have 4 older brothers and 3 older sisters.
My, what a big family.
Yeah, but sometimes when they play games, I feel left out, because they say I'm not old enough to play.
I'm sorry you feel left out sometimes, Chuck. Would it make you feel better to hear a real-life story from the Bible about another younger brother?
Ooh, did he miss out on stuff too?
It seemed that way. But God had other plans.
Well, God doesn't want anyone to feel left out.
You're right about that. Our story starts with Samuel.
Was he the youngest brother?
No, but when he was a boy, God spoke to him for the first time. From that day on, God was with him, speaking to him and helping him become a good leader to God's people, the Israelites.
How was he a good leader?
He would tell the people what God said, and he led them back to God. And God protected them from their enemies.
So Samuel was kind of like a king.
Not exactly. The Israelites had judges who were their leaders, but they saw that other nations had kings, and they wanted one too. God chose Saul to be their first king. He was a great leader for many years. But after a while, he turned away from God.
Oh no, then what happened?
It was time for God to choose a new king, one who followed God. He told Samuel to go find the new king. God told Samuel, go to Jesse in Bethlehem. I have chosen one of his sons to be king. Samuel obeyed God, and when he saw Jesse and his sons, he noticed how tall and handsome Eliab was. And he figured he must be the one God chose to be king. But God told Samuel, do not consider how tall or handsome he is. I have not chosen him.
Really? What a twist.
God told Samuel, the Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outside of a person, but the Lord looks at what's in the heart.
Wow.
Samuel met with 7 of Jesse's sons, waiting for God to show him who the new king would be. But God didn't choose any of them.
Wait. Didn't God tell him that one of Jesse's sons would be the new king?
He did, and that's why he asked Jesse if those were all of his sons. Jesse answered, my youngest isn't here. He's still taking care of the sheep.
Oh, wow. Another twist.
Samuel asked to see his youngest son, David. When David got there, God told Samuel David was going to be the next king.
Well, really? The youngest son?
Really? God told Samuel to pour oil on David's head.
Really? Why would he do that?
It's called anointing. When the oil was poured on David, it showed that God chose him for a special job. God is with David from that day on. And David became a king who served God with his whole heart and led the Israelites well. God didn't care about who was the oldest or the strongest. God knew that David trusted and followed him. God wanted David to be king because God looks at the heart. What God says we should always follow.
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 When God speaks, we should always listen.
When God speaks, we should always listen.
When God speaks, we should always listen.
When God speaks, we should always listen to him. Oh, what a great story, Marcy. I'll remember that next time I feel bad when my brothers and sisters are playing a game for the older kids.
I thought you'd like it. The Bible is full of amazing real-life stories. That's all for now. Bye!
Bye, everyone.